This first question comes from @Parlato01.
Okay.
They ask, is there a downside to always using a metronome?
Very little, but yeah, I would say in 90+% of situations, you're probably better off with a metronome, sure. If it becomes like a crutch in that you're deeply uncomfortable keeping time without it, that's probably an issue, because I imagine a situation like you're going to see a buddy's band at like a bar gig, and they're like, hey man, you want to sit in and jam for a song? We're just like jamming and having fun.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I can, but like I need my click first. Like something about that is like very not cool. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna fall apart without this click.
Oh,
right?
man. Let's come jam, man. Okay, what's the tempo?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I guess in some contexts you would want to be on time and everything like that. Maybe if you're writing. But
it's like unnecessarily professional. Like I would think, I'm trying to think of like an analogy for it. But like if you're a mechanic and you work on cars, and you've got like your really expensive tools in your shop, but your buddy wants an oil change to go help. You want to go help change his oil, and you're like, well, I really need to bring over a lot. Like, come on, dude, come on, get in there with the wrench, get on the ground with a wrench and make it happen, bro. Like something. It's kind of like that where you should be able to just jam.
Right.
And hold tempo. You should be able to hold a tempo within a 5 BPM range for 15 or 20 minutes or something, right? So. And again, though, practicing with a metronome makes you better at that. So, I don't know, man. There's not a lot of circumstances where it would really mess you up too bad to play with it all the time. But I really do enjoy what I describe as like free form playing. Mm-hmm. So, like, there is no tempo. Like, or rather, the tempo is constantly shifting and moving. There's a word for this in piano world. Like pianists do this sometimes, where in classical music too, where the tempo naturally has like a flow up and down, and the music is not fixed to a certain tempo. And drummers don't really think that way, but there is some value in that for sure. So I mean, I would say 90+% of the time, it's a better idea than not to be playing with a metronome. Mm-hmm. But there are definitely times when you don't need one for sure. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky.
Here's a downside.
Okay.
Coming from like the orchestra world, like you said, there may be like natural changes and shifts in tempo a lot of the time. That's controlled by your conductor in an orchestral setting. It totally
is, yeah.
So if you're practicing any percussion parts or whatever instrument you play to a click, and it's an expected 85 BPM, I guess, on like a recording, right? But then you get to the performance and it's like 92. Because the conductor's like, no, I want this portion to be a little bit faster. And you're like, well, I'm not used to it being that fast. Like, I don't, because now your brain's a little bit messed up.
Sure.
Right? Because now they're like, no, faster. This transition needs to go through faster so that we can get to this next movement of this piece. That
makes sense. You want to be a little bit malleable in your ability to, like, adjust your tempo as needed in certain environments. Yeah. There's also, I don't know, I'm of like two minds about it, but I've played in bands where everything is on backing tracks to a click. And then I played in bands where like we never used one at all. And there is some kind of a cool, fun, raw artist expression thing with no click. But I also feel like everybody has to be at a certain level of professionalism to pull that off.
Right.
Because I've also remember back in high school when like the tempo just jumps back and forth the entire set, that sort of thing. So that's like an earned privilege, I think. Well, that's an ironic way to say that. It's definitely like an earned thing to be able to do, right? Like everybody has to have put in many years with a metronome before confidently getting rid of it and knowing that we're not going to be swimming all over the place. Like you got to earn that one. So yeah, maybe it's a scale thing. Like as you get older and more mature in your musicianship, it becomes less important of a thing because you can trust your time, right? Thank you for watching this clip. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking to in any way make yourself a better drummer online, which let's be honest, you probably are. That's why you click this video. Make sure to click the link in the description or the link that's around here somewhere. Free 7-day trial to my online drum school. You'll find 160 hours of drum lessons there and one of the world's largest collections of drumless play-alongs. Trust me, you will find something you love and I would love to have you on board. OrlandoDrummer.com. I will see you there.